Next to me is the brand new MG IM5, which is basically the smaller version of the IM6, which we've done in our last video. We're going to be doing a full road test on this car in various conditions to see exactly what it's like to give this car a drive. Without further ado, welcome back to the Wilson's YouTube channel for my review on the MG IM5. So, in terms of design, like I mentioned, the IM5 is basically just the smaller version of the IM6, but also this is a saloon or a saloon style car. We've got a hatchback boot, but you will see that sleek and more sporty design to this car. The front, we've got those LED headlights again that look quite similar to that IM6. We've got these really interestingly designed 19-inch two-tone alloy wheels with a durable plastic in the middle, surrounded by that glossy black metal. On the side of the car, it just creases in slightly and then back out again, I assume for aerodynamics, but it's got a very futuristic and modern look to it. You've also got your flush door handles, which will again help with aerodynamics, and you can see from the side of the car here just how sleek that design is across the back. You've got here your charging ports here, AC and DC, which we'll get to in a moment, and you'll also see your cameras on either side here, which when you indicate, you'll get a little image on your dashboard, which again we'll show you later. So the one that we've got here is the long range version. You can get the standard or the top spec, which is the performance. But with the long range, we've got a 100 kilowatt battery, which is going to get you a combined range of 441 miles, but it still packs a punch. 0 to 62 in 4.9 seconds. And we've got 800 volt architecture, so you're going to go from 10 to 80% in 17 minutes. So, like I mentioned earlier, this is a saloon, but it's a fastback saloon, and we've got, like I said, this hatchback boot. So you get a blend of that saloon elegance, but with hatchback practicality. And in this boot we've got 457 litres, and you'll see that yes, it's quite narrow, this entry to the boot, but it does go in quite far as well, so we do have a good level of practicality. Then one interesting thing you will see in this boot is this IM mag symbol here, and MG are supposedly going to be releasing some products soon, some accessories that you can attach metal baskets to these magnets to keep things in an orderly fashion in this boot, so we will see. Now, as we get to the interior of the IM5, first things first, you'll see that we've got our frameless doors on the side there with that sort of wood effect, which is really nice contrast with this very futuristic interior, and the push of a button to open the door there as well. So like the IM6, very similar. You've got these really comfortable seats, very well cushioned as well, that of course are heated and you can cool them down as well. You've got this floating console in the middle, which, like I mentioned in the last video, if you've seen, I'm a big fan of this screen and how it's angled. I think the way that it faces up and not just always to driver focus, I'm a big fan of that. Because the screen's so clear, it makes up for where it's facing. You don't need everything too in your face. And that is the theme of the MG IM6. There's nothing too distracting in the interior of this car. It's minimalistic, it's simple, but it's got a really nice futuristic edge, and it's just giving us a hint what the future of electric cars is going to be like. Up top on the dashboard, again, very clear and easy to navigate. You've got your navigation in the corner there, which if I go into, you'll see that it's very smooth and clear. Then coming back out of that, you've got Spotify, YouTube and TikTok on there as well if you want, but you can't use that while you're driving, of course. TikTok anyway. And then down to our floating console screen. If I just hit the car symbol, you'll see all the different settings that you can go into and adjust. And if you go to driving, for example, you've got your drive modes, comfort, eco and sport there. Then you've got certain warnings you can change if you don't want them: driver distraction warning and driver fatigue warning as well. And then just below driving, you've got your advanced driving assistance systems. So you've got things, for example, here, which is a beta version of DZT, your dynamic zone track, which we've had a go at, and it does look pretty good, which we'll show you when we start driving. So it's just picking up people in your blind spot. It could be pedestrians or vehicles, so that's really cool. I think that'll be a good addition to the car. And so overall, this is just a really nice driving seat. Everything feels very conveniently placed. The panoramic sunroof, kind of like the Tesla Model Y and the IM6 as well, again going all the way to the back. It just gives it this really spacious feeling in the car and gives it, you know, a lot of life sitting in this car as well. So as you can see, we're now taking the MG IM5 for a drive, and straight away, it feels really smooth to drive. The steering feels very precise. We're on fairly urban roads here, but it's quite quiet, which is nice. So we're able to take it nice and easy at slower speeds and just get a nice feel for the car. And not sure if you can tell, but we're in quite a tight road here. But to be honest, it doesn't feel that tight at all. It feels okay. I don't know if the car looks big from the outside, what you can see on the video, but to be honest, there's some really good visibility. I think the way the bonnet is raised left and right gives you a good sense of how wide you are going down these tighter roads. Because that is, it's a worry for a lot of people driving these bigger, newer cars, that they think they could be too big down these roads. But to be honest, this one feels absolutely fine. Just pulled over here to quickly say that the visibility of that rear window at the back isn't great, but with all these driver sort of assistance features, you don't really need it at all. And you'll be able to see there, we've got just the flick of this wheel on the right, you've got a really clear rear view camera, which is arguably, in my opinion, much better. And then pulling off to the right on our A-pillar camera, you'll see another camera view there that we get on the right side of our dashboard, which is again really, really clear. And of course, we get the same with the left there as well. I think one thing that I just want to highlight, and its importance, is the general comfort of driving this car. I'm not really into sportiness and bucket seats and feeling like I've got to grab it by the... I'm after comfort and luxury, and this car certainly gives that. Again, just another thing to add going around these urban areas. It's a big car, but you know, we've got four-wheel steering in this car, so it does help with going around those tighter corners. So this is where I really wanted to see what the IM5 is all about, as we've picked up speed now on this road here, and it feels really, really nice to drive. We're doing about 50 miles an hour. As we had to come onto the slip road, we had to pick up speed fairly quickly, and we're an electric car, so we got that instant switch, that performance, that acceleration that kicks in really, really well, and you can feel that power 100%. And you're also getting that instant torque, of course, from those electric motors. The steering feels really sharp as you pick up speed as well. So I realised that we were currently sat in eco mode, but I just flicked it into sport mode to see if we can show again more of that acceleration, and you certainly can feel the difference. Putting your foot down on that acceleration, much more different. It's probably the most different I've seen a sport mode ever. It's really responsive. Overall, I just want to say, I don't know how this is conveyed on the camera here, but it's just a really pleasant drive. I think that just the visibility is so good, and I think that really helps with having a big car. So it just puts your mind at ease. You're not worried about being too close to things because you can just see everything. And with these assistance features, it's just really nice to drive. Thank you for watching this review on the MG IM5. If you want to come and give that car a test drive, head on down to the MG showroom here at Wilson's Epsom. See you next time.